Hello, my wonderful students. Has anyone ever said to you, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? This is the most famous proverb in English, and today you're going to learn 10 English proverbs that native speakers commonly use. And at the end, I'm going to quiz you to make sure you know these proverbs. Welcome back to J4's English, of course. I'm Jennifer. Now let's get started. First of all, what is a proverb? A proverb is a short, memorable phrase or saying that shares a general truth or piece of advice. Proverbs are generally passed down from generation to generation, and they're important for you to know because they're used a lot in literature, conversations, and everyday speech. Number one, the most famous one, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I've heard this proverb since I was a little girl. This means that consuming nutritious food like apples and doing that regularly can contribute to your overall well-being and reduce the likelihood that you need to see a doctor. So it keeps the doctor away. Don't worry about taking notes because I summarize everything in a free lesson PDF. You can find the link in the description. You can use this proverb to teach children about the importance of eating healthy. Like I said, I've heard this since I was a little girl. You can use this when you see someone eating unhealthy to try to encourage them to eat healthy. And we often use this when we see someone eating an apple. Notice for grammar, it's an apple. You have an because apple begins with a vowel sound, so you need an. That's the indefinite article, an apple, but it's the doctor. So we use the definite article for doctor, the doctor. And our verb here is keep, which is conjugated in the present simple. An apple a day, this keeps, so third person singular, an apple a day. This keeps the doctor away. Native speakers love taking proverbs and then making a joke or a pun by changing the words of that proverb. For example, I could say in a fun, humorous way, a J4's English video a day keeps the principal away, because if you go to the principal, you're in trouble. So it keeps trouble away. The principal represents trouble. So that's my advice to you. A video a day, a video a day. Put that in the comments. A video a day keeps trouble away. A video a day, put that in the comments. And you can hear some other humorous references in these clips.
Turns out an apple pie a day does not keep the doctor away.
Nobody says a candy bar a day keeps the doctor away.
An apple a day might get me an A.
Number two, the early bird catches the worm. This means that success comes to those who prepare well and start early. You know what an early bird is. We have an early bird and a night owl. An early bird is a person like me who likes waking up early in the morning and is most productive in the early hours of the day. A night owl is more productive at night and therefore stays up later. So which are you? Are you an early bird or a night owl? Share that in the comments as well. Of course, you can use this proverb to teach children the importance of waking up early, encourage someone to wake up early, or encourage someone to start a project or task early. Let's say you're in bed with your partner on Saturday and your partner says, "It's Saturday, let's sleep in." You can say, "The early bird catches the worm." Notice here for grammar, we have the early bird and the worm. So we have the definite article and they're both singular. The early bird, the worm. And for grammar, it catches, because the early bird represents the subject it. It catches. So this is the present simple, third person singular. Now know that native speakers often replace catches with gets. The early bird gets the worm. They're both common.
Early bird catches the worm.
The early bird catches the worm.
Number three, Don't put all your eggs in one basket. This means don't risk everything in one single venture or decision. So it's used to caution against investing all your resources into one option. This is used specifically with business decisions and most commonly with investments. Your neighbor could say, "My retirement fund is entirely invested in cryptocurrency." You can reply back and say, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket." Notice this begins with don't, which is the contraction of do not. It's the imperative in the negative form. You could also say this in a clause with a subject verb and say, you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket.
It's my money. I invested it.
I'm not putting my eggs in that basket. You put all your deviled eggs in one basket, so to speak.
Are you enjoying this lesson? If you are, then I want to tell you about the Finally Fluent Academy. This is my premium training program where we study native English speakers from TV, the movies, YouTube, and the news so you can improve your listening skills of fast English, expand your vocabulary with natural expressions, and learn advanced grammar easily. Plus, you'll have me as your personal coach. You can look in the description for the link to learn more, or you can go to my website and click on Finally Fluent Academy. Now let's continue with our lesson. Number 4, I love this one. Actions speak louder than words. I feel this way a lot with my students, so pay close attention to this one. This proverb means that what you do, your actions, shows your intentions and feelings more clearly than what you say, your words. You can use this proverb when you want to encourage someone to take action, and this is commonly how I use it with my students. You can also use this to let someone know that their words aren't that important. What's more important is what they do, their actions. So I hear this a lot with parents to children, spouses to one another, teachers to students, and of course, bosses to their employees. Notice grammatically, there's no possessive before the nouns. So it's just actions, not your actions. Speak louder than words, not your words or his words or our words. So just use the nouns, no possessives. And again, it's in the present simple, but this time the third person plural. So it's actions speak, because they speak. Actions speak louder than words. Let's say I get an email from a student and the student says, "Jennifer, I really want to improve my English." But then I reply back and say, "This is the 7th email you've sent me, and you've been saying this for 3 months." Actions speak louder than words. So the student has to stop talking about how they want to improve their English and take concrete action to make that a reality. They can join a course like mine, the Finally Fluent Academy, or they can find a teacher on italki or Cambly, or do anything. Just take action. This proverb can be used in a motivational, inspirational way, but it's often used with frustration and annoyance. To be honest, how I would use it with a student after they have told me again and again and again, but I don't see them taking action. This proverb is basically a polite way of saying, stop talking about it and just do it already.
Actions speak louder than words. Take care of it.
Well, actions speak louder than words.
Number 5, every cloud has a silver lining. This means there is something good in every bad situation. You can use this with anyone to offer comfort or optimism during difficult times. Notice grammatically, it's every cloud, a silver lining. And the verb is to have. Here is conjugated in the present perfect, third person singular. Every cloud, which means one cloud, It has. Every cloud has a silver lining. Let's say we go out for coffee and you share with me that you lost your job and you're really upset and scared because of it. I could say, I'm so sorry you lost your job, but every cloud has a silver lining. I know something better is waiting for you, and I'm here to help in any way I can. Notice how you can add additional words of comfort. I'm here to help. I know something better is waiting for you. You can use these before or after you use this proverb.
I know. But every cloud has a silver lining.
It's the only silver lining on a very dark cloud.
See, every cloud has a supple leather lining.
Remember though, actions speak louder than words. So often, just hugging someone is the best comfort you can give them. Number 6, oh, I love this one. Out of sight, out of mind. This means that you quickly forget people or things that are no longer visible. You can use this to remind people to make wanted things visible and, just as importantly, unwanted things less visible or invisible. Notice here there's a comma in this proverb. This is important because it tells you to take a pause. Out of sight, out of mind. So you take a pause between them. And notice, out of, a native speaker will pronounce that as outa. Outa. This is a reduction. Outa. Out of sight, out of mind. I follow the advice of this proverb for bad habits that I want to eliminate. For example, I don't like chocolate. I don't have a sweet tooth. You can leave cookies and cake and chocolate on the counter. I will not eat it. But put a bag of potato chips on the counter and I will eat the entire thing, even if it's 8 a.m. or even if I just ate dinner, because I love chips. So how do I solve this problem? I hide the potato chips so they're not visible. Out of sight, out of mind. That's making something unwanted invisible, but you can make something wanted visible. Your friend could tell you, I keep forgetting to drink water during the day. And you can say, keep a glass of water beside you because out of sight, out of mind. Notice you can put because before the proverb to form a complete sentence.
Out of sight, out of mind.
But it's probably just out of sight, out of mind.
Number 7, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Just note that the full proverb is rarely used. Native speakers just say when in Rome, which is why I put the other information in brackets. This means you should adapt to the customs of the place that you're visiting or living. You can use this with tourists, with new immigrants, or with anyone who's new to a school, a team, or a workplace. Let's say you're on vacation in Disney World and you notice that everyone is eating a turkey leg. You could say, eating a giant turkey leg seems like an odd choice, but when in Rome. And this means you are going to adapt to that custom and you are going to eat a turkey leg because that's what people do in Disney. Or your friend could say, I didn't know you liked American football. And you can say, I don't, but when in Rome. So maybe now you live in the US and you know that American football is extremely popular, so you want to adapt to that culture.
What?
When in Rome.
When in Rome.
I mean, as they say, when in Rome.
Number 8, great minds think alike. This means that intelligent people, great minds, often come up with the same ideas, suggestions, or conclusions. You can use this proverb when 2 people have the same idea, suggestion, or conclusion. This is commonly used in work meetings, but you can also use it in social situations. Maybe you could say to your husband, I think we should go to Rome for our 20th anniversary. And your husband says, really? I was thinking the same thing. And then you reply back and say, well, great minds think alike. Notice for pronunciation, alike. alike is one word, but that letter A is unstressed and the syllable stress is on like. So it's alike, alike. Our verb here is think and is conjugated in the present simple in the third person plural. Great minds represents the subject they. They think alike. Great minds think alike. This is often said humorously to show it's funny that you and another person or two people had the same idea. But this is a compliment when you use it, even if it's used in more of a humorous way.
Oh.
Hey.
Great minds think alike.
Well, I guess great minds think alike.
Great minds, buddy. Great minds.
Number 9, it takes two to tango. This is used to say that a situation or conflict is the responsibility of more than one person. This proverb is often used in conflict resolution, relationship issues, disputes, or to encourage collaboration. Your friend could be complaining to you and say, "My wife has been so unpleasant lately. She's always mad at me. I'm getting sick of it." You can reply back and say, "Well, it takes two to tango. Can you think of anything you might have done to upset her?" So by using this, you're reminding your friend that they might be part of the problem and they need to look at their own actions as well. Notice for pronunciation, we have two words with the exact same pronunciation. The number two and the preposition to, but I will not pronounce it as to. The second to, the preposition, is unstressed. Ta, two to tango, ta to tango, ta to tango, two to tango. That's very fun to say. Two to tango, two to tango. Try that. Two to tango. And the verb here is tango. That's why we have the preposition to. It's being used in the infinitive. Although this proverb uses the number two, you can use this with groups larger than two.
Well, it always takes two to tango.
Have you ever heard the expression, it takes two to tango?
We do or we don't. Takes two to tango.
And number 10, laughter is the best medicine. This is used to say that finding humor in life can help you overcome problems and feel better. And isn't that the truth? You can use this to cheer someone up, to encourage someone who's sad to find ways to laugh, or just to remind people how powerful a good laugh can really be. You could say to your friend, "That movie was awesome. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time." Your friend could say, "That's great. They say laughter is the best medicine." Or maybe your friend tells you, "I had a tough week, but on Friday I relaxed with friends and we laughed all night. I feel so much better now. Laughter truly is the best medicine." Notice that pronunciation of laughter, laughter. And this is a gerund statement. Laughter, the noun, is the subject. Just remember, this doesn't have to be used when someone is sick or sad. You can use it in any situation just to celebrate the joy of laughing. Now you know the 10 proverbs. Are you ready for your quiz? Here are the questions. Hit pause, take as much time as you need, and when you're ready, hit play to see the answers. Here are the answers. Hit pause, review them, and when you're ready, hit play. So how did you do with that quiz? Share your score in the comments. And there are many more proverbs in English. Do you want me to teach you more? If you do, put more proverbs in the comments below. And you can get this free speaking guide where I share 6 tips on how to speak English fluently and confidently. You can click here to download it or look for the link in the description. And I have another lesson where you'll learn 20 idioms. Make sure you watch it right now.